Hey, my name is Daniel, but you can call me Danny if you want. I want to tell you about what happened when I bought my first house 3 months ago. It started off with the sniffles, runny nose, maybe some coughing and sneezing, but then it just got worse. One night I went to the garage and I looked up, and then all of a sudden it felt like my eyes were just on fire. And no matter how much I rubbed my eyes, they just wouldn't go away. In fact, it got worse. It felt like my eyeballs would just keep on growing until they would just blow up. Every night, no matter which room I slept in, I was just coughing and sneezing and wheezing. It was one of those restless nights, but every night. It was bad, dude. Oh, the misery. And I know what you might be thinking. Maybe you got COVID. Maybe it was COVID. And I thought so too. And I was super paranoid that, look, check this out. I took 3 of these COVID tests, and they were all negative. I was so sure that I had COVID that I went to go buy 3 different COVID tests at the stores, but they were all negative. So then I was just thinking, if it's not COVID, then what could it possibly be? Can allergies really be this severe? I've worked and lived up here in Humboldt County in the outdoors for about 5 years, and I showed no symptoms and I never got sick. I was stumped. And that's when I got these little humidity testing thingies. Right now, it's 61% humidity, which is kind of high, but it's not bad. But when I first got them, they were over 80%. It was like I was coughing up water. And then that's when I started wheezing. When you start wheezing, that's a sign that your airway's starting to close up. I just couldn't find any relief, so I just had to go to the hospital. And then when I got admitted into the hospital and I took a seat on the bed, something really strange happened. My coughing, my sneezing, my watery eyes, my runny nose, everything just stopped. Like if a switch was turned off and all my symptoms just disappeared. And then that's when I started to think, either all this is in my head or this really is just allergies. Inside those hospital rooms, they're going to be super clean and sterile. There's not going to be any contamination, pretty much whatsoever. So all those allergens, all that pollen was not in my system. As soon as I realized, man, I have to get out of here. If the hospital was just going to give me medication for allergies, they were going to charge you 10 times you would than a pharmacy. So I just hopped out of the bed and ran. Okay, well, I didn't run, so to say. It was more like a speed walk. But alas, it was all for nothing, because they caught me. Just to sit on the bed. They charged me $600. Isn't that something? But I knew I was going to get charged anyways. I just didn't want to get charged for medication that they were going to charge me $2,000 for. But I realized that it was something not too crazy like allergies. Allergies is something that can be managed. I went to the doctor the next day, and they gave me a bunch of allergy medication, but the good stuff. And then let me tell you, the next days, they were so much better. But what made the most difference, besides all the medication, almost instantly, was something super simple. I just cut the grass. The grass was up to your nip, but it was kind of crazy how after I cut the grass, it's all my symptoms just vanished into thin air. Could the solution have been as simple as just to cut the grass? The answer is yes. And I have further proof because I took some tests. Some legit prick your finger, send it to the lab allergy type of test. I'm tired. I'm sweaty. But I've delayed it for too long now. I have to do it. Wow. Sure, I might have struggled a little bit to do the tests. That was not bad at all. Oh, jeez. What do I do? It's not coming out. Ringo, help! Okay, no way, I'm just kidding. Oh, thank you. The results speak for themselves. I could show you right here, actually. On this screen here. Let me pull them up. Alright, so here are my results. And this site is really cool. I want to thank my sister for recommending me this test. Here's all the stuff that I'm allergic to. It's mainly a lot of grasses. There's 7 that I'm really allergic to. Timothy, vernal, rye, whatever these are. And I know for sure one of these are in my yard. I just don't really know which one. With mold, you just have to make sure your house doesn't get too humid. And with the grasses, it's easy. Just cut the grass. When to watch out for it? March through May.
It's not May anymore, so I think I'm in the clear.
Oh, the misery. Ringo, stop licking your nuts. You don't have any. Oh, she looks mad. Ringo, I'm sorry. I'm sorry I mentioned your balls. Ringo didn't like me mentioning his nuts. He was like... So it turns out, I'm allergic to different types of grasses. But long story short is I'm good now. And let me tell you, I have some big plans coming. Goats, chickens, barracuda. Yeah, maybe not cows, maybe not barracuda. I'm gonna be turning this place into a little ranch. I've been wanting to raise animals for such a long time. This was really one of the reasons why I got this place with a nice yard. You know, maybe something not as large and loud as like a pig, but goats are not a bad start. And I'll be making videos of my progress every week, every Wednesday at noon. For my friends and family, and for anybody watching, you should tune in. I'm talking to you, friend. Join me and my buddy Ringo here as we upload videos every Wednesday of our journey. And please, like, I don't know anything. I don't really know what I'm doing. I come from LA. I've never raised chickens or ducks or really any animals. Any support is greatly appreciated by me and my buddy Ringo. Ringo, stop licking your balls. Hey. Yeah. I'll talk to you guys soon. Stay safe and stay tuned.